Hello, Radiant One, and welcome to Spiritual Business with Mariaestela, the show and podcast for soul-driven, heart-based spiritual entrepreneurs, business owners, and Magdalene's rising, ready to expand and wanting to lead with love in business and life. I am your host, spiritual business coach, mentor, catalyst, and facilitator, Mariaestela, and it is my deep honor, my great pleasure, and joy to share this episode with you. If you feel the deep stirrings of something new asking to be born through you, go to mariaestela.com/DCIA to download the free guide, Divine Clarity and Inspired Action, that I've created for you. Divine Clarity and Inspired Action will help you to connect deeply with your divine feminine essence of gnosis, wisdom, knowledge, and intuition, as well as activate your divine masculine essence of action, creation, expansion, and building, so that you may experience the satisfaction, the joy, and the liberation that comes from bringing to life that which you are here to birth, while being, doing, and living your soul's divine purpose. On my website, you will also find show notes, transcripts, and previous episodes. Welcome, Radiant One. Today I'm going to be sharing about a topic that is near and dear to my heart. I know that some of my clients will probably say that I'm a little bit off the deep end with this one, because I am very persistent when it comes to this, and it's about the compassion that you show yourself. It's about the love that you shower yourself with. Because the love it makes the world a better place. And if you are someone who is, if you're someone who's expanding your business, if you're someone who is even starting your business, if you're someone who is working on your business, there are so many challenges. There are so many things that can come up for us, and there are so many ways in which we, whether it be within our business or in our life, can kick ourselves in the head for all of these different things. And it seems to be the norm of our society. It is part of the old paradigm that we focus on external things, and that we always push ourselves, and always can do better, and always can be better, and always all of this, I call it fear-based focus on never being satisfied. And it's detrimental to so many, whether it be soul-driven, heart-based spiritual entrepreneurs like the ones that I work with, or it is just in general for our planet, for our people, for the animals, for everything. It's detrimental the way that we are not allowing ourselves to be satisfied, not allowing ourselves to be filled with love and with joy, not allowing ourselves to focus on that. And when I say that, I don't mean it in like the happy-go-lucky, just unicorns and butterflies and denying shit that comes up. That's not what I'm talking about at all. But we have been so conditioned to finding flaws within ourselves, especially. We've been so conditioned to focus on external parameters and relying on external projections for our happiness, for our satisfaction, for our joy, that we kind of lose ourselves. We lose the connection to who we are in truth. We lose the connection to our soul, and so this was a way deeper beginning of this episode that I actually had intended it for it to be. But it's just because I see how powerful using the love-based tools that I use with my clients and that I've used with myself over many, many years now. And how you can move forward, how you can expand, how you can grow when you choose to be based in love. And you can do that in a way that's way more satisfying, way more joyful, way more content, and way more fulfilled. Again, it doesn't mean that you don't do hard shit, because you do. You came to this earth to be here to support the awakening, the healing, the transformation, the shift that need to take place. But if you do that from a space of fear, if you do that from a space of push and resistance, and then what is it really, what kind of transformation are you really here to support? And I remember when I first started this, and I think I've shared this before, but when I first started my journey, I knew that love was the way for me. When I first knew that, I also knew that that was what I was going to do, or rather use the rest of my life trying to implement that in every way, shape, or form that I can. And it started by the simple choice of saying 5 times a day, I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. And that wasn't in a specific situation, because I always emphasize or always encourage you to train, to work on your things outside of pressured situations, so that when you're in those pressured situations where choosing love will actually be the way for you, you're able to do it because you quote unquote, you've conditioned yourself to remembering, oh, who am I in truth? I am love. What am I here for? I am here for love. What is my purpose and my mission? That is love. And so when the challenges occur, when the relationships, when the people show up that you don't agree with, you're able to choose love. Not from a, I'm going to lie myself down and become a doormat kind of way, but from the, I'm going to set boundaries, I'm going to speak my truth, I am going to show up as who I am, I am going to be visible and let myself be seen, heard, in the world. And you can do that from a place of love. One of the things that I like to recommend, and I know that because initially, always when I start to work with clients, and I would say that this has gotten better, of course, as I have expanded my capacity or ability to hold that space within myself, my capacity and ability to hold that space within the communities that I'm in or the clients that I serve has grown as well. So I want to say that today, most of the people that I come into contact with, they are already there. They've already risen, quote unquote, to that level. And when I say risen to that level, I don't mean that we're better than others or special in any way, shape, or form, other than just as special as everyone else. But you have gotten rid of a lot of shit, a lot of gunk, a lot of negativity. And so you are more clear, you're more, quote unquote, pure, you're more, clear. But like I said, I started using I Choose Love, and that gave me the opportunity to clear and heal a lot of the places, especially within myself, that wasn't in that space of love. Because once you call in love, love is more than, it really wants to support you. And when you call it in, you're then given the opportunity to heal all of those places within yourself. And because I usually talk about business, which is what I love, and which I love to use as a journey, as you're unveiling, as a transformation, then choosing love within your business gives you an opportunity to heal all of those places that you haven't healed. And this goes whether or not you've been in business for years and years and years, or whether or not you've just started. It gives you an opportunity to find those places within yourself that are not coming from a space of love, that are not healed from, in the divine light of love. And you get that opportunity to see it, because that's really the first step. In order to be able to clear or heal anything, you have to be, you have to be aware of it, you have to see it, and you have to acknowledge it. And so with this episode, my inspiration is essentially for you to start applying love into all areas of your business, even at those times when you don't want to. And what I mean by that is, for example, when I was recording this, my QuickTime, whatever, on my computer, for some reason, does not want to acknowledge that I have a beautiful, amazing working camera. So I'm having to record it on another app, which will compress the screen. So this is like, if you see this on YouTube, this will be it probably won't appear right, because that's what I had. And I could have chosen to freak out about it. I didn't. I just tried to restart it over and over and over again. And I recognized that me showing up, it doesn't really matter about the image of it. It matters about the message of it. So I chose to go forward with this because I want to bring this message to you that you can apply love into any situation. And when you do, things are way better. That's the short answer. If you don't know where to start in terms of applying love, there are a couple of things that I like to say. Acknowledging, recognizing yourself rather than shooting yourself down is one place. I like to say that you can always mention 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that you acknowledge about yourself. This is like, if you want to, I use this as my nightly practice, but you can use it once you close down your day for your business. You can say 3 things that you're grateful for. You can write down 3 things you're grateful for. You can write down 3 things you acknowledge about yourself in terms of what you have done throughout the day, and 3 things you love. So I love having sessions with amazing clients. I love having an office that is mine. I love looking out over the ocean or the water or the mountains, wherever you are. And that way you can start to allow love to expand and grow within your business. There is part of me that still sometimes think, I am quote unquote crazy for not getting upset, for not getting triggered, for not getting angry. And it's not that I don't because I do that from time to time, but I have come to a place in my life and in my business where things don't bother me as much as they used to, where I can come from that space of love. And of course, then there are those times when you're doing a launch or you've got a newsletter you want to have going out and nothing is working, your blog post, whatever, and you feel pressured for time. But I also find myself in those moments, whereas before it could be like earth shattering, it isn't anymore. It's like, I would call it laissez-faire, but it's not that I don't care, because I do care. I just understand that all is in divine order and divine timing, and that showing up, speaking my truth, supporting my clients, that's the most important thing. And that has to be done from a space of love. One of the people that I've found who are a true inspiration for me in terms of love-based being on the big scale is Marianne Williamson. She's currently running for president in the United States, and the way that she has, and I've followed her on and off for, I would say, 15 years. The way that she shows up in her marketing, in her communication, is so deeply loving and not trying to trick people. We're using fear-based and scare tactics. So that's one of the my big inspirations when it comes to that. and also it's a testament to what you can do and achieve when you choose love, when you are from that space. And it is possible for you to build a business in that way, because that's one of the things I often hear is that, or see, is that, but can you really build a business? And I would say, yes, you can. So that's what I had for you today. I hope I've inspired you to shower yourself with love for the satisfaction, for the content, and for the fulfillment of it. And also for, you know what? I want to share, I'm not sure if I've shared this before, but I want to share what I call the sandwich model. It was a method that I learned years and years ago when I was taking my training as a coach. And it is, wrapping things up. I use those in many different areas, not just my business, but I like to say what went well, what can I do better, and what was the gift? Because that way you can acknowledge that there's something that you would like to be better at or do better. There's something that you would like to change, but you also allow for that to be wrapped in that space of love, in that space of positivity that is going to propel you forward, rather than have it be dragged down for days by, oh, this went wrong, whatever. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. I love you. Take care. That is what I had for you in today's episode of Spiritual Business with Mariaestela. I hope it served you well. For all of the deets and the details, click the link in the description. And if you enjoyed this episode, support its message by sharing it with a friend or on social media, or leave me a comment or review. God bless.